Racers take on one final climb and cross the finish line in this Ultra Race Report. Pete Kostelnick was on record pace as he led the race field. Just 16 hours in, and he had passed the 100-mile mark in the race. Dan Lawson continued his pursuit in second place, although his pace was slowing. Harvey Lewis had come from behind and was moving strong as he passed Mick Thwaites and catching Dan. Allison Venti was moving steady and sticking to her plan as she came within sight of Mount Whitney. Brenda continued to move forward as her crew switched out pacers. At the front of the field, Pete was approaching Lone Pine. Just behind, Dan Lawson was beginning to slow. After stopping for a recharge from his crew, getting started again wasn't easy. Harvey found his zone and moved past Dan to take second. Running strong, Harvey was now closing the gap between himself and first place. At 122 miles into the race, Time Station 5 is located at the Dow Villa Hotel in Lone Pine and also serves as race headquarters and medical. As Pete Kostelnick came through, he was on pace to beat the course record. The race for second was tight. Leading the pack, Harvey made his way into Lone Pine and pushed through. Dan Lawson was still in the chase. Currently holding third, he was right behind Harvey. And on their heels was Mick Thwaites. With a steady stride, he was determined to stay in the mix. Back in the women's division, Brenda Guajardo had regained her stride as she passed the town of Keeler. Allison Venti was approaching the town of Lone Pine and also on record pace. Over the next 13 miles to the finish line, runners will climb close to 5,000 feet. Harvey was focused as he passed through the last time station, just 3.5 miles and 500 feet below the finish line. Coming in together to Time Station 6 was Dan and Mick. They were helping each other get up the hill. Allison Venti was holding 5th place overall as she passed through the Alabama hills on Whitney Portal Road. Looking forward to finishing, Brenda was staying strong, keeping her pace up the hill. While this was going on, Pete Kostelnick was victorious. The 28-year-old from Lincoln, Nebraska crossed the finish line in 21 hours, 56 minutes, and 32 seconds, a new course record.
Sticking to my plan, I wanted to go out a little more conservatively than last year, just through stovepipe, but then that more than made up. And I didn't sit down the entire race. And last year I probably took about at least 30 minutes of breaks, so that was a good chunk of the time I made up.
So what's this mean for you now that you've done so well?
Come back in 365 days and do it all over again.
Very good.
And not long after came Harvey Lewis from Cincinnati, Ohio.
How about that, brother?
With a strong second place win and a time of 23 hours, 40 minutes, and 52 seconds.
I really had to work. Like these two fellas got within probably 30 meters of me. And I was just like constantly they just caught up so much ground on me on the mountain. I couldn't do anything about it. And then when it got that close, I just said to hell with it. And I just started running, and I ran for about a mile. And that put distance between us.
Mick Thwaites of Australia and Dan Lawson of the United Kingdom stayed together to the end.
All right.
They crossed the finish line arm in arm, sharing 3rd place with a time of 25 hours, 52 minutes, and 43 seconds.
Pretty simple, really. we were both walking up the mountain, so it just made sense, yeah. And it's nice to walk with good company, yeah? So.
decided to push each other and
Yeah,
pushing
yeah.
each other all day, so we just pushed each other up there.
Breaking the course record in the women's division was Allison Venti. Her time and the new women's record was 25 hours, 53 minutes, and 7 seconds.
Some hot tan lines for my wedding dress, that's all I have to say.
And Brenda Guajardo also stayed strong as she crossed the line, coming in second with a time of 28 hours, 40 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Really, the overall goal was to finish without any injuries because I really want to finish my entire race season, and it's going to test my body. But before we went to the start line, I talked to the crew and I said, there's a couple different times that I want to try for. I would have to have a perfect day to pull it off. It doesn't matter who's in front, it doesn't matter who's behind. It only matters what the clock says. So I don't know if it's possible, but I'd like to try it, and tried it. It wasn't a perfect day, but it was a complete day because it was a great experience. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
And rounding off the top three in the women's division was Nikki Wind. She crossed the finish line with a time of 29 hours, 6 minutes. To see all the time splits and other Adventure Corps races, check out the Badwater website. Make sure to click on the webcast link to see photos, stats, and live GPS tracking by trackleaders.com. With this tracking, you can replay the race and see how it all unfolded. Make sure to check out Ultra Racing Network on Facebook, also on YouTube, to see the latest Ultra Race Report. Folks, it has been a pleasure bringing you coverage of the 2016 STYR Labs Badwater 135. It was an honor joining the racers and teams on the race course in this long and awesome adventure. Make sure to check in with Ultra Racing Network for more ultra races. And until then, we'll see you out there.